Dark Shadows #1, VTR 613, air date 6/27/66.
My name is Victoria Winters. My journey is beginning. A journey that I hope will open the doors of life to me and link my past with my future. A journey that will bring me to a strange and dark place, to the edge of the sea, high atop Widow's Hill, a house called Collinwood, a world I've never known, with people I've never met. People who tonight are still only shadows in my mind, but who will soon fill the days and nights of my tomorrows.
Watched pot never boiled. Coin a phrase.
Don't you think you ought to look in on your son?
The little monster's asleep and I'm delighted. I choose my words with infinite precision.
Roger, you're a fool.
Not 1/10 the fool you are, my dear. Look at you standing at the window looking out into the night, waiting for someone who should never have been asked to come here in the first place.
She'll work out very well, I'm sure.
Doing what? Holding my little son's hand? Comforting you in the shutters creak? Elizabeth, with all our ghost, we don't need any strangers in this house, and you know it.
I think I can be the judge of that.
But you don't even know the girl. Elizabeth, I'm your brother. I'm thinking only of your own welfare. Why bring somebody all the way up from New York to do something we're perfectly capable of handling ourselves?
Because I choose to do so.
Oh, come to your senses, Elizabeth. When the girl arrives, give her a month's salary and tell her to go back where she came from. Why don't you open the doors and let the whole town come trooping through the house and have done with it?
The girl will stay.
You are a fool, Elizabeth. Yes, you are. Inviting problems.
The only problem I've invited is standing before me at this moment. I have asked Miss Winters to live here, and she'll stay.
My turn.
Come on, Carolyn, let's get out.
Just one more time.
I think we ought to go now.
Hey, the floor is for dances only, Buster. Get lost.
Oh, great.
Oh, Harriet, Joe, you better send the sheriff over. Kids are breaking it up again.
now.
Who are you?
A friend of the family. Now go home before the cops get here. Take her home, Haskell.
Now, wait just a minute. What gives you the right to tell me
You go home with him, Miss Stoddard, before I take you over my knee and paddle you right here in the middle of the dance floor. Now go on. Haskell. When you get her where she belongs, come back here. I want to talk to you.
Well, looks like the fight's over, Mr. Devlin.
Just beginning, Mr. Strake. It's just beginning.
You're not afraid, are you, David? Look at me, David. Look at me. Stare into my eyes. You'll never be afraid. That's right, darling. Stare deep into my eyes. You're not afraid anymore, are you?
No.
Come to me. Let me hold you and protect you. And we'll be together forever.
My name is Victoria Winters. Night is drawing nearer and nearer to Collinwood, and the man who disappeared into another night has not been found. But out of the falling dusk, another man has come. A stranger who is not a stranger. A man with a face long familiar to those who live at Collinwood. A man who has come a great distance, but who still bears deep within him a soul shaped by the far country from which he came.
I don't believe it.
I beg your pardon.
It is Barnabas.
And you're Elizabeth, cousin Elizabeth.
Cousin Elizabeth. Yes, I guess I am.
I apologize for coming without letting you know in advance.
It's uncanny.
What is?
With that portrait over there, have you seen it?
Yes. It's extraordinary, isn't it?
Well, if it weren't for the clothes, well, forgive me for staring, but for the moment it seems as though I'd seen a
ghost.
Well, the likeness is remarkable. I can hardly believe it.
The Collins blood always had a certain persistent strength.
This is no way to greet a relative. Welcome to Collinwood.
Thank you, cousin.
What time is it?
A few minutes to 4, Willie. Why?
I gotta leave. I gotta get out.
Here. You're too sick to go any place. Now just lie back there. Lie back and rest.
Rest? Oh, I can't rest.
You've got to rest, Willie. You're sick.
I don't want to.
Why not? What's the matter with you?
I don't know.
I better get a doctor.
No!
Willie, why do you always say that?
I don't need a doctor.
Willie, what's under that bandage?
Nothing.
I want to see.
Oh, there's nothing there.
Well, then you won't mind if I take a look at it. No. You're right. It's hardly anything at all, just that tiny little cut.
I told you.
Well, your arm looks kind of strange.
Does it?
Well, I don't see any veins. Your skin is a strange color, kind of gray.
What about it?
It's almost as if...
Almost as if what?
Well, it's almost as if this arm had been drained of blood.
I brought this with me back from the Orient. This gift. And I intended to give it to you on a very special day. And that day has come. And this has crossed the seas as I have crossed the centuries, all for your sake. Listen. Do you hear it? This is your music. Listen to it, and the past will fade away to nothing. Nothing, not even a memory. Listen, and you will forget what you have been and yearn for only what you are now. Listen. And all fears, all loneliness, all unhappiness will disappear forever. Listen. Listen.
Good news, this program, Dark Shadows, is now being presented in color.
It's empty. Empty coffin.
What does it mean?
Miss Hoffman.
Carolyn, why are you here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
This is no time for questions. Just go now.
But this coffin, why is it here? What does it mean?
I can't tell you that now.
But it's here, just the way David described it. Why?
Just don't ask any questions. Just go now before it's too late.
It's already too late. What are you doing here, Carolyn?
Came to see Cousin Barnabas.
And now you see him.
But you can't be Barnabas.
But I am.
What's happened to your face? You're so old.
It won't be old much longer. You may scream all you want, but no one will hear you. Now, don't be afraid of me, my dear. I'm not going to hurt you. I wouldn't do anything to hurt my own flesh and blood.
A séance has been held in the great house at Collinwood. A séance which has suspended time and space and sent one girl on an uncertain and frightening journey into the past, back to the year 1795. There, each of the Collins ancestors resembles a present-day member of the Collins family, but the names and relationships have changed, and Victoria Winters finds herself a stranger in a sea of familiar faces. Within this nightmare, forces not of this earth, evil, malevolent, slowly plot her impending destruction.
I summon the eye of fire that burns within the icy eye that watches over all things evil. I call it to this room of my own creation. Heart of fire, heart of ice, fiery eye of coldest evil. Burn. I command you to come and burn. Burn. Burn.
Victoria Winters! Victoria Winters!
Doesn't he stop?
Answer the summons of the powers of light! Answer! Come forth! Answer! Evil, show thyself! The powers of darkness are conquered now. Come forth! Come forth! You are summoned by the forces of everlasting light.
Help! Help! Fire! Fire! Somebody help! Everybody run! Help!
The powers of darkness are conquered now. The powers of light are triumphant.
Let me go!
Down, witch!
No.
Down on your knees! Down, down, down into the dust!
I'm again!
I have the witch! I have the witch!
Please help me! Take it away! Please! I can't look at it! Please, I can't look at it! Take it away!
Keep looking at it, Josette. That is what Barnabas will do to you. Please, I beg of you, take it away!
Georgette, are you all right?
There you are. Don't you come near me. I know what you are. I know what you are! Don't come near me. Don't touch me. No, I don't want to be what you've become. I don't want that to happen. Please! I'd die before I'd let that happen! No!
You're not afraid now.
Not now. They're coming for me.
Vicky, listen to me. Now, somehow you managed to travel through time and find me. And somehow, no matter what happens, I'll find you.
Peter.
Listen, I'll find you. Just remember that.
I'll remember.
You'll have to come with me now.
Goodbye, Peter.
Hold him.
Remember what I said. I'll find you. Remember that.
You want a mask?
Remember, Vicky. Remember, somehow I'll find you again. No matter what happens now, I'll find you. Remember what I'm saying. Remember. Remember.
May God have mercy on your unrepentant soul.
Think they'll be waiting for us?
I hope so.
Quentin?
Shadows of the night, falling silently. Echo of the past, calling you to me.
haunting memory, veiled in misty glow, phantom melody, playing soft and low. In this world that we know now, life is here, then gone. But somewhere in the afterglow, love lives on and on. Dreams of long ago meet in rendezvous. Shadows of the night calling me to you. Calling me to you.
I don't want the room. It was all right when I was younger, and I had to change all the time. But now I'm me. I'm in this form. I see no reason why I can't remain in this form.
You are what's in that room. Jeb is only what the world sees.
But the world seems to like it fine.
You mean Carolyn Stoddard seems to like it fine.
What if she does?
I didn't give up everything in my life so that someone like her could have a date to take her to dinner. If you want her, then it must be in the way the book demands, the way the Leviathans demand.
Why? Would you be jealous otherwise?
Oh, I've given up a lot for you.
So you tell me. Well, I'm tired of hearing it. Just as I'm tired of you thinking of me as Alexander and Michael, and that you have some special hold over me. Well, you're not special anymore. Because things are different. I'm different. And they're different between us.
No, that's not true.
Isn't it?
Oh, Jeb, what'd you do? Jeb, what's happening?
Someone's there. I hear someone coming. I can't see anyone. Who is it?
Who is it? Who did you make angry?
Julia, do you think there was some disturbance in the time barrier? Some disturbance in the warp? And we've come back to another time? Our own time? But at some time in the future?
I don't know.
A jungle out there. It would have grown, but much slower pace. Wouldn't have grown just in a month or two.
I'm frightened. I feel like a child who's lost and I'll never find my way home. No, that's being silly. We've got to find out what all this means.
Perhaps we'll find out some clue at the old house or in the cemetery.
Cemetery? Then you think everybody is dead?
Not necessarily, but I must find my coffin before sunrise. Time, past, or future. Our time, parallel time. The curse is still with me.
We'll go there now. Ooh. More than any cemetery I've ever been in. This house, it's like a grave.
Sorry.
Well, don't be.
I beg your pardon.
Every door should be opened. And of course, you should open every door.
He's mad. Don't believe a word he says. Gerard, this is my new governess for Tad, Miss Daphne Harris. Gerard Stiles.
Well, I am not very well educated. I do hope that I can join all of your classes.
Oh.
I think you know quite enough already, Mr. Stiles.
Well, then I shall have to adopt a child and steal her from you.
No. She's going to be working here for so long, she's going to become so fond of us, she'll never want to leave.
You said you wanted to show me Tad's school.
Yes, certainly, of course. Come on. Oh, will you excuse us, Gerard?
Of course. But you must promise to send her back to me.
Alone? I'll see what I can do. We use the playroom as a school also.
Truly lovely.
I do not wish my presence here to add to your grief, Laura.
Bramwell, I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. Too often in the past, this family has split apart in troubled times. Perhaps we have now learned that we should stay together if we possibly can.
Good evening. Is Melanie ready yet?
Yes, she is.
But she went to say goodbye to Carrie Stokes.
Well, then I'd best go get her.
No, I sent Harris for her. I didn't want her to walk home alone tonight.
Mrs. Collins, I just want you to know how much I appreciate your understanding, and thank you so much.
Mrs. Collins!
What's happened?
Melanie!
I found her lying in the woods.
Melanie, what's happened?
Bring her in to put her on the sofa.
Melanie, are you all right?
Must have been attacked by something, some kind of wild animal.
Look! Get the doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Melanie! What is it? What caused them? Tell me.
What could have happened?
What kind of an animal would attack her like that?
If I didn't know better,
Yes, Stokes?
if I didn't know it wasn't possible, I'd swear there was a vampire at Collinwood. There was no vampire loose on the great estate. For the first time at Collinwood, the marks on the neck were indeed those of an animal. Melanie soon recovered and went to live in Boston with her beloved Kendrick. There they prospered and had 3 children. Bramwell and Catherine were soon married, and at Flora's insistence, stayed on at Collinwood, where Bramwell assumed control of the Collins business interests. Their love became a living legend, and for as long as they lived, the dark shadows at Collinwood were but a memory of the distant past.